Hi everyone, my name's Susan and today I'm going to do a quick review of Herald. In Herald, you play as Devon Rensburg in an alternate 19th century world. The game throws you straight into things. Devon is being held prisoner by this mysterious Rani character, and from the conversation that unfolds between the two of them, and if you're anything like me, it seems you can't say anything right, you determine that Devon was on the Herald, which is a Protectorian ship set for the eastern colonies, but he was dragged ashore with no ship and no crew, and all that you have is a captain's coat that you're wearing and a journal, and the Rani demands that you tell her what happened, and the framework for the game's story is set. This game is all about story. It's a cross between a point-and-click adventure and a visual novel, and you're going to spend a lot of time looking at things, reading things, or listening to the fully voiced dialogue between characters. And that first conversation between Rani and Devon is a hint of what's to come. You know very little when you start, and a big part of the game, and indeed one of the reasons why it's so absorbing, is that you're uncovering this mystery and you're making choices about how you do that. Choices play a large part in changing the narrative and shaping your version of Devon. There is a whole cast of characters aboard the Herald, and what information you share with people, how you interact with them, what you choose to say changes the narrative, and it changes the way that people react to you. So you could be understanding with someone, you could be really aggressive, you can complain about another character to someone else, and just the way that you approach things changes how characters will respond to you and how they will come to give or not give you information that may or may not be useful as you progress. It all adds to this overarching story that you wind up telling. So it feels like the kind of game that you'll play through multiple times because you feel like you missed out on an important conversation here, or you want to see how something else turned out differently over there. Even as the story unfolds on the Herald, you still have a sense of a wider world in this alternate 19th century. As you investigate and play along, you uncover the tensions that exist, the conflict between the so-called protectorate and the colonies, and how all of the individual characters fit into this large tapestry. You encounter newspaper articles, you talk to people and hear their opinions, and even though you're mostly confined to the Herald, you have the sense that there's this wider world beyond you that is affecting everything happening on board. The game's art style strikes somewhere between comic and storybook. The colours are beautiful, the drawings are beautiful, and there are perfectly matched 3D settings and 2D character portraits to go along with this branching narrative and compelling story. So the art even seems to have this slightly dreamy, fairy tale-like quality to it, almost like an elaborately illustrated picture book. In terms of the game itself, comparisons to Telltale are almost inevitable, and if you're a fan of those kind of games, I think you'll definitely find something for you here. Everything about Herald made me want to continue playing. It was like I was on that ship, I was on that journey, and now I have to see where it ends. As of this review, only books 1 and 2 have been released, so the story has paused for me for now, but I really look forward to seeing what happens next. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video you can subscribe down below. Check out more of our stuff at ready-up.net.